Hey guys, Mrs. Smith is trying a new program. This is called Loom. So it's going to look a little different here, and there might be some oopsies as I'm working, but I'm going to try my best. At least we can still see my screen. I'm going to move my things back over. Okay, so this lesson is about creating full sentences. So last week we looked at sentences needing capitals, periods, and a whole idea. You're right. So in this one, we're going to use the same idea. We're going to use the capitals, the period, and the whole idea. But now we're going to talk about the actual words in the sentence. So the words in the sentence need to convey a whole idea. So what is a whole idea? A whole idea needs to include a subject and a verb. So it needs to include a who or a what or a who or a what. It needs to include an action, so that's a verb. And it also needs to include where, when, what, or who, or how that interaction occurred or where that interaction occurred. So what I've done is I've taken these three parts of the sentence and I've changed it into three different colors to help us color code the three different parts of a full sentence. So in Kinder, you may have written beginning sentences like this. The park is fun. The dog barks. I run fast. Now what we're going to do is we're going to include this third part where we include even more information to really complete the idea. And then eventually our sentences get longer and longer and more difficult. So the trick is that this, at the beginning, it's not easy. But that's okay, because even though it's not easy, we can work hard and we can make it happen. Okay, so let's start with creating some sentences using my, my word chart here. So the first subject I wanted to write about was the guinea pig. Guinea pigs are kind of neat. I have three different actions. I have runs, barked, and reads. Well, the only one that really goes with the guinea pig is the one that runs. So that's the one we are working on now. And then I need to see where he runs to. Does he run to a story? Runs when he saw his first grader? It is more likely that he is running to the park. Maybe he's a very adventurous guinea pig. Okay, so now we're going to go to a person. You may know this person. This person is CJ. CJ, and now we need an action that CJ can do. CJ reads. What does he read? He reads when he saw his first grader? No, he reads a story. Now, if I were going to write CJ reads, the guinea pig runs, those are sentences. They're just not rich sentences for first graders. Okay, so here's my last example. I have the puppy. The action for the puppy, he barked. And when did he bark? When he saw his first grader. He was really excited to see you. Okay. So here are my three examples. Now we're going to go to this page. What I've done here is I have built in some terms that you can use in order to collect them and create sentences of your own. So I have the girl, the boy, the teacher, a sandwich, in the city, on the farm, and my backpack. You'll notice that each of these start with a capital letter. They are at the beginning of a sentence. Here in the middle for the action, we have ran, jumped, wrote, you will see, the pig will, hangs, or can be. And then down here, these are our endings. Roll in the mud, period. On top of a box, period. A letter to a friend, period. From the monkey bars, period. Made with bologna and mayo, period. Many buildings, period. From my hook, period. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this and I'm going to open, and here is where we're going to begin now. So what I need you to do is to make sure you have this paper, and you need 3 crayons. you need a red crayon, a green crayon, and a purple crayon. So I want you to pause me now so that you can get your crayons out and you can trace around. Sorry, Mrs. Smith is looking for her own supplies. Here it is. So you can trace around the red area, the green area, and then the purple. Okay, so pause me now so you can do that. All right, so now you're back. What I did here was I took one of the ideas from each section to create a sentence that made sense. So I decided to start with my backpack. My backpack. Then I needed to choose an action that a backpack can do, hangs, and then I need to decide where the backpack hangs from my hook. Now, your job now is to use those ideas that I had written out for you to create your own sentences with a red, a green, and a purple part of each sentence. I'd also want to see capitals and periods. Now, the reason why I gave you those words on those ideas is because I wanted you to make sure that you could spell things correctly and you maybe had some ideas to start with. I found that in the beginning for most of my firsties, the hardest thing we can do is just starting. And so I wanted to show you that you could pretty much write about anything. What I did was I looked around my house and the room that I was sitting in and I tried to find all the things that came to my mind. Sometimes that's the best creativity and the best way for you to just come up with ideas. If you want to write about something in your home, you absolutely can. The trick is, if you're doing this on your own and there's not someone who can help you spell things, I would suggest that you use either a dictionary if you have one, or you use my list of words to help you spell. We will have plenty opportunity for writing, and when I get you your little green dictionary, that will be a really good place for us to put some new words, but unfortunately I haven't given that to you yet. So do what you can, and let's see some rich first grade sentences.